Roy Masters, the man with the acid tongue, the dry wit, full-time coach of Sydney's minor premiers for 1985 and full-time journalist too with the Sun newspapers. The two professions make life easy.
The two fields overlap as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if I've got to do a column on the forthcoming game, the game today between Canterbury and Balmain, well, it's a part of my job as a coach to sort of research the tactics that both sides would do, and therefore it helps me when I do a column on them.
How would you feel if a bloke from a rival newspaper beat you to an exclusive on the Saints?
I don't think it'd ever happen because we keep things very close at St George.
Coach Masters began his career with West's under-23s in 1976, but in 1978 he took the Magpies' first-grade side to the minor premiership. West was stamped by an uncompromising style of play, and the team featured some of the great tough men like Les Boyd, Dallas Donnelly and Tommy Raudonikis. Motivation techniques like the famed face-slapping warm-ups before the game also stamped Roy Masters as a coach with a difference. West was slowly drained of all their talented players, poaching by wealthier clubs saw to that. And the battle against the Silvertails, as Masters calls them, is still one of his great topics. Masters joined the Saints in 1982, but 1985 seems to be his vintage year. Another minor premiership with a team combining some of the game's brightest new talent with some of the more experienced campaigners.
But the experience of the front row, Phil Ritchie's played a lot of first grade with North Sydney. And then you've got, the two enthusiastic back rowers, Noka Fafita. You've got Mick O'Connor balanced with Mick Beattie, an old head on one flank and a young head on the other, and so on. Young bloke back at fullback. It's the experienced guys seem to be on the field in positions beside the inexperienced guys, which helps them a lot. We spent a lot of time on drills and skills. We spent a lot of time doing a lot of the hard work, training, and it pays out on the football field. I don't think there's ever any alternative to hard work, and we do a lot of it.
Without any doubt, St George's most memorable win this year was their 17-15 victory over Balmain in front of a record crowd at Leichhardt Oval in the second round. The Saints led early but had to come from behind in the second half to take the honours. A penalty goal to Michael O'Connor, and then this field goal sealed the issue.
Well, that game gave us a tremendous amount of pleasure. There's something about a come-from-behind victory, that's something that sort of steels you for the months ahead. And I like to think that game, and it was played before a capacity crowd, I think there's a lot to be said in rugby league for breaking records, achieving records, and I'd like to think that St George is a record-breaking team. We have set a lot of firsts in the game, the club has, and I think that we've carried on that tradition that year. And it's a great game, and I think it was wonderful to be played before a big crowd. I think players get their energy from the crowd, and I think we got our energy in that last 6 minutes from the tremendous crowd that was there.
Roy Masters knows his habit of speaking his mind doesn't exactly endear him to certain sections of the rugby league public or media. However, in 1985, he's able to laugh at all his critics by producing results.
I thought that if we won the minor premiership, we'd win the competition. Nothing's changed to make me change my point of view there. I'd like to think that the three grades will get up on the 29th of September, something that we all went for last year, but we just missed out at the one furlong short of home.